Okay, so what we're going to do is set up our JDK on our Macs. And this is in chapter 1. I'm going to go through step by step on what you need to do to set up your JDK, get your Java installed, and then also too, we're going to run it. So I'm going to show you how to install the JDK, also to create an environment variable that you're going to need because some programs will require the Java variable, what we call the variable for Java. And so environment variable is what it's called. So here, if you go through and you read on the Java development kit, we explain to you what it is. Read up on it a little bit, but we're going to get into installing this. So first thing we want to do is let's check and see if we even have Java on our machine. So here I'm going to go over here. Let me make this bigger. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to check the Java version. All right, option can complete, unable to locate Java runtime. All right. So let's begin by installing our Java. So over here, we give you some information on what you need to do to install. We're going to install this for the Mac. So we're going to click on this here link and it takes you directly to the page. Now, at the time of this recording, we're at JDK 22, JDK 21, and JDK 17. Well, we're going to download JDK 17 because this is what we need for the course. So we're going to use JDK 17. We're going to click on the Mac OS version. Now, we're going to use this DMG installer. Notice that there are two of them. The difference between the two is if you have the Mac with the M1 or M2 chip, you want to do the ARM64. If you have the Intel chip, you're going to do just the X64. I only have the Intel chip on this particular Mac, so that's the one I'm going to install. So it's downloading. Depending on how fast your Mac is, it didn't take long. So here we go. Here's the package right here. I'm going to install it. All right. Continue. Install for all Mac on this computer. I don't want to change destination or anything. I'm just going to keep all the defaults. I have to put in my password. Then I'm going to install the software. Let's see how long this takes. Hopefully it doesn't take that long. It is done. So I'm going to close that. And then I'm going to move that to the trash. Did I click on it or something? Okay, what's taking it so long? Okay, there we go. So it's been moved to the trash. So we have our JDK, our Java installed. So let me go over here. Let's check again the Java version. See if it tells us anything. There we go. So we have 17.0.12. So we have the Java version installed. So what we want to do is now I need to check to see where that path is. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to check for the path. So let me see. I need / USR LIB. This is where it should be stored. And then I'm going to do Java _home -v. There we go. So that's the correct path where Java 17.0.12. Now I'm going to need that. So that I need to, because I'm going to need to add a path for the environment variable. So now what I need to do is I need to install the environment variable. It's important that you understand that you need an environment variable. This is going to kind of help you understand how to work with your these different programs. So what we need to do first, because I need to know where I'm at in my directory, and I'm in my user Terrence Whedon. I spelled my name wrong. I just caught that. I got an R in there. Okay, so we got Terrence Whedon is my user. Now, one of the things I want to check is what's on here. So I have my libraries, I'm doing an ls, and so what I need to check to see what's in this directory. So here we go. The thing that I'm looking for a .zshrc file. You may already have one. If you don't, that's fine, because we're going to create one. So what I'm going to do, let me clear this first. And then what I'm going to create is a touch. So you want to do touch. Remember how we did that? Because I'm creating a file here. I'm not creating a directory. zhrc. Now let me do a ls a or dash al, and there it is right there. So there's my zshrc file. So what I need to do in this file, I need to put my environment variable in. So what I'm going to do is I need to do a open. I'm going to open up that file. So to open up a text editor. And so I'm going to open up .zshrc. All right, there we go. So it's opened up. Now I'm going to paste in some code, and I'm going to actually give you guys this code later on. Let me make this bigger for you so you can see what I did. So here's the code. This is the export, the Java home variable. It's put it in inside that path that we were looking for. But one thing I got to change that version number. I need that version number. So what I need to do is go back up here and get that version number. The version number that I have is this JDK 17. So what I need to do is I need to do a Java version. All right, and so what I need is this right here. I need this version right here. So I'm going to copy that, and then I am going to paste that in here, just like so. Then I'm going to save the file. All right, so let me go ahead and X out of that. So I need to make sure this is actually working and that it's in that file. So I'm going to open it up again to make sure it's saved, and there it is. It is saved. So we have our environment variable. It's working. So we're going to need that. You're going to need that, especially when it's time to install IntelliJ. All right, so let me go ahead and let me X that out because I don't need that text editor for now. And now let me clear again. All right, so now the next thing that I need to do is I need to make sure I run a certain commands, and I'm going to give you these commands in the actual comments or inside the description. So one of the commands that I need to type, because I need to check if it's the source. So I need to type source.zshrc. All right, and then I want to quit my terminal. So I'm going to quit this terminal. Let me quit the terminal. And now let me open the terminal back up to make sure those effects take effect, changes take effect. So I'm going to open this up. Now the default interactive shell is now ZHS. That's what I want. So now after I quit, now I need to make sure that environment variable is working. So I'm going to type this command, echo $, Java all caps now, because that's what an environment variable needs, all caps. And then I'm going to type this command. All right, so that should be in there. There's nothing in there right now. So it's echo the Java home. So now what I need to do is I need to go ahead and create a Java file. So let's go back over here. The next step is we got this already installed. We're installing it on the Mac, and we know where everything is going to be stored. So it should be in this library Java. Let me do something real quick. All right, so Java home. Yep, it should be in. This is the path where it should be in. So let me copy that. So Java home is a directory. And so this is inside my ZHS. So ZSS is run bash bin dash. So it's inside my bin. So this should be working. So I'll find out in one moment when I get ready to create my Java file. So now I'm gonna do a ls. I want to be inside my document. Ls inside the document. All right. So it's nothing in there because I haven't done anything on this computer, so everything is brand new. So let me create a directory. So you remember how to create a directory. So I'm going to call this LC 101. There's my directory. I'm going to cd into LCL 101. And now I'm going to create another folder, make directory. And I'm just going to call this a Java test, because I just want to test it out. ls, and then I want to cd into Java test. And now I want to create me an actual file in here. And so to create this file, what do I need to do? I need to do a touch, and I want to call this hello world.java. ls, and there it is right there. Now, a way for us to double check this is that I want to open up my terminal, go over here to documents, LC101, Java test, and there's my hello world. Now, one of the things that I want to do first is that I want to put this side by side. So what I'm going to do is I want to minimize this. And let's put these side by side so we can see what we're working with. So make this bigger. Makes this don't have to be too big. So what I'm going to do is clear this. All right. So now, in order for us to compile our Java file, we have to use the JDK compiler. That's what that is. Then I have to give it this file name. But before I compile that, first thing I need to do is I need to put something in here. So what am I going to put in here? Let me open this up into a text editor. And it's going to open it up in VS Code because I have that stored in here. And you should already have VS Code already on your machine, which is awesome if you already do it. But if you're new to this, what I'm going to do is let me X out of this. I just want to use a regular text editor. Let me see if it's going to let me open it up. Okay, so it's going to open it up in VS Code. I was going to just put it in a regular text editor so you can just see it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to the terminal, and then I'm going to create my first project. So I'm going to come over here, paste that in, and then I'm going to save it. Now we'll go over all of this syntax later on, but I just want to get it to work. So just go over here, copy it, and then paste it into a text editor like VS Code. Now that we have it in something inside of our file, now we want to run this command java c, and then I need to do hello world.java. Now let me explain something to you. This has to match. This class name has to match the file name. That's why I have hello world, and I name my file hello world. So we'll go over that as we teach you Java. So let me run it. There it is. It created my class for me. So now I want to run it. So all I got to do is type Java and then just hello world. I don't need to put the extension on now because it's already been compiled, and there's hello world. So there you go. We have now just created our JDK, install.jdk, as well as our environment variable, and we've ran it just to make sure it's working. So that's the end of this video, and I will see you in the next video when we install IntelliJ. All right, take care.